What's going on YouTube? Coming back at you with another video. Okay, so got a little bit more info as far as to exactly what is going on with Young Buck and this whole arrest. So Young Buck arrested felony fugitive from justice warrant, and this is over a child abandonment case coming out of Georgia. So I decided to look up what exactly child abandonment is in Georgia. This will give us a better idea of exactly what's going on with Buck. So it says child abandonment is a misdemeanor offense in Georgia with a penalty of a fine, $1,000 fine, or up to 12 months in prison when a parent has failed to provide sufficient food, clothing, or shelter for the needs of a child for 30 days. The accused parent can choose at the time of the hearing to pay child support. Then it says, in Georgia, because that's where this whole situation is coming out of, the law provides abandonment statutes that simply state that if you willfully or voluntarily abandon your child without providing for sufficient food, clothing, or shelter for the needs of the child, you are potentially guilty of a misdemeanor. If you leave the state, this could constitute a felony. So I'm guessing, and this is all speculation on my part, but just based on what we now know about child abandonment in the state of Georgia, I'm guessing that Young Buck has a kid who lives in Georgia. Young Buck potentially could be on child support, has not been paying child support. Again, this is all alleged, but this is my assumption based on what I'm reading. Decided to move out of Georgia, leave the state, whatever the case may be. So that's where this whole issue comes from. That's also why Young Buck is going to remain in jail until May. That was a little bit strange for me. They reported that his next court hearing, I believe, is May 7th. Don't quote me on the day, but I know it's in May. The fact that he wasn't getting any bail or anything like that now makes a lot more sense. Child support situations like this, they get you. Once they got you, it ain't no bail. You either pay what you owe and then hope they let you out of the whole situation, or they just keep you locked up until the amount is paid to a degree, at least in the state where I live in. So this is what's going on with Young Buck. Crazy 2019 for him. He might have had one of the worst 2019s, although there's a few people out there I can think of who had a worse 2019 than Young Buck. But the situation with this transgender, the whole situation with 50 Cent, now these legal issues. We'll see how this all plays out, though. I'll keep you guys in tune when we get more updates. Let me know what you think in the comments. I appreciate you watching. Hit the like, subscribe, share, leave some feedback. Ring the notification bell too. I'm back on the grind, back to doing regular videos. So make sure you ring the bell if you want to get the updates on everything going on in the world of hip hop. Appreciate you. Peace.